Honkai. Frick. Honkai. See fob. Wait, why is it? Oh, how am I missing it? Where is it? Does anyone have the link? Where is it? I'm so confused.
No, chat. There's no way they're delaying it again.
Surely not. Surely not. Bro, where's the link?
This isn't a live stream. They just uploaded the video.
Oh, they just uploaded it? Wait, no way. I don't see it. I know it's uploaded on YouTube, but oh. All right, well, no live stream, but we'll watch it here. All right, well, anyways, shall we? That's so funny.
In the last few days, our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous source. A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard the Xianzhou La Fu. Today, we're lucky to have with us in the studio the
All right, well, I guess we can watch our own pace.
La Fu Skyfaring Helm Master Madame Yukong, as well as Mr. Luocha, a traveling merchant currently staying on the ship. Madame Yukong, what's the latest on the La Fu situation?
Well, for the most part, the Stellaron crisis has been brought under control. We've
The chibis
evacuated
are so
affected
cute.
areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
I see. Mr. Luocha,
Yukong.
I hear you experienced the crisis firsthand.
Who's this
What was it
owl?
like on the ground?
Well, I was trapped in the Law Fu's Cloudford Harbor at first. It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers that I was able to escape unharmed.
That's the Xianzhou Alliance.
Better?
I knew you guys had everything under control.
I should mention that over the course of this crisis, we've witnessed a lot of suspicious activity. We believe the infamous Stellaron hunters are responsible. We now have 2 suspects in our custody, Blade and Kafka.
Wow.
Unfortunately, their accomplice is still on the loose.
They captured Blade?
You're talking about
Oh,
the
they already had
hacker
Blade.
girl, right? Silverwolf? I
Wolf.
heard she infiltrated the Xianzhou systems. They say she leaves behind a calling card.
Like this one.
Exactly, just like...
Huh?
Your fake ID info is ready. This place is different from the rest of the space station. We're on Genius Society turf.
She's cool.
All right, let's get going. We have to move quickly.
Sheesh.
What we're looking for, it's a bait signal. You can challenge the space station. But challenge me? Good luck. Welcome to Billabong's History and Culture Museum.
Museum.
As you can see, the interior looks brand new. But we're in a bit of a bind.
There's nothing in
Our
there.
exhibit was stolen.
Hook. Very naughty.
Let me take a look.
There he is.
So these are the suspects.
Let's settle this. Enough talk. Have at it!
Woo! Wah. Wah. Whoa.
Never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
Yeah. Whoa.
And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
Who's that? Wait, who is that girl? Shit. Oh, live stream codes. Let's go. I'm sure someone already has it, so I feel like I shouldn't waste my time typing it in, but I'll do it anyways. 8. Wolf. Jing Yuan's master. Oh, yeah. Wow, okay. We already got the codes. Madlands. Oh, I forgot we don't have to wait through this. It's not live.
Woo! And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. As always, it's your host and good buddy Albert. Welcome to the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 Galactic Roaming Special Program.
Hello, good to be here.
Compensation code.
Today, we've invited 3 special guests to be with us on the program. Introducing
Hi guys, my name's Melissa Fun, and I voice Silverwolf.
Oh, they're all on
Hey,
the
folks,
couch.
my name's Craigley Thomas, and I
Cute.
voice Luocha.
Hi everyone,
Luocha.
I'm Dawn M. Bennett, and I voice Yukong.
Pleasure to have you with us. And now, without further ado, let's
It's like
get
a talk
straight
show.
to Honkai Star Rail version 1.1.
Yeah.
What's new, Craig?
Well, judging from the trailer we just saw, it looks like all 3 areas got some updates. Herta Space Station, Belobog, and the Xianzhou Lafu.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you noticed, but Silverwolf got the first bit of screen time. Just saying.
Speaking of Silverwolf, I hear our notorious Stellaron Hunter
Craig.
is planning another visit to Genius Society territory soon.
I'm sorry. Just hearing Luocha being dressed as Craig is so funny to me.
Let's take a close look at this little troublemaker.
Yeah.
Craig. Dang, she's cool. She does her thing, huh?
If I'm not mistaken, the
Cute.
first time we saw this mysterious girl was back at the start of the story.
That's right. It's hard to keep an air of mystery when you're the first one on the scene, but...
I think she couldn't have timed it better.
You couldn't have timed that better.
So, what role does Silverwolf have within the Stellaron Hunters?
She's a super hacker, essentially. Lots of technical know-how. If you've got a hack, she's got your back.
It's kind of scary how good she is.
Yeah.
Hacking the surveillance system on Herta Space Station? Not easy. That's how she located the Stellaron.
Let's not forget the Xianzhou. She
Oh, she
hacked into
bested
the
Herta.
Luofu systems and guided the Astral Express crew onto the ship.
Hey, you guys know that this is all pretty illegal, right?
Yeah. I guess what we're trying to say is Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all defense systems. That's why she's useful to the Stellaron
kidding.
Hunters.
I see. Second question. What's with all the gaming paraphernalia?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask that too. A console here, controller buttons there. It's a vibe.
Well, this probably won't come as a
she's gamer.
surprise to anyone, but she's a gamer. In fact, she sees the universe as a game in itself, and she's playing to win. She actually uses a lot of gamer slang in conversation.
Oh, she's this
Not
pog
everyone
champ.
picks up on it, though.
Got it.
She
So it's fair to say
poggers.
she's kind of a nerd.
You could say that.
She
She's
pog.
also not
She
great at
KW?
socializing.
Really? Huh. She always struck me as pretty outgoing.
I guess she does have a lot of friends.
She's just like
Hold
us,
up a
for
second.
real.
She's an outgoing nerd with poor social skills and a lot of friends. That's quite the combo.
It's hard to
Well, if you struggle to make friends, why not create your own?
Melissa, you're talking about
Huh?
imaginary friends, right?
I'm not sure that counts.
Oh. Okay,
She's a
let me
streamer.
explain. I'm talking about the AI modules in her weapons. See these little guys on her character artwork? That's
Oh.
friend. There's devil. This one over here is white collar. Oh, and this one's servant.
Oh, they're so cute.
Bruh.
Yeah, they're pretty
She
adorable.
uses ChatGPT
When
for
Silverwolf
sure.
talks about her team of professionals,
Character AI.
she's talking about these guys.
Hold on a second. Since when did AI become so adorable? Clearly, we're making it real easy for the machines to take over.
They are pretty cute, I won't lie.
Silverwolf's hacking skills that she's been able to forge such a fearsome reputation at
I
such
like
a young age.
This one.
Let's take a look at her strength.
Little baby.
Well, Silverwolf is a quantum-type character following the path of nihility. She can apply different debuffs to enemies to improve her allies'
7.
combat superiority. In particular, her skill
9.
can inflict a weakness on enemies. The weakness she inflicts matches a random ally's
Wow.
attack type.
Which is to say
3.
that even if nobody on her team has an attack type which matches an enemy's weakness,
Ooh.
Silverwolf can create a weakness that will correspond to an ally's existing strength.
Oh, you know what? That's pretty cool.
Exactly. In addition, every one of Silverwolf's attacks has a chance of inflicting the enemy with a random bug. There are 3 kinds of bugs, which reduce the enemy's attack,
RNG.
defense, and speed, respectively.
Okay.
And
That's really
outside
helpful.
of combat, Silverwolf can use her technique to attack an enemy and enter battle. Regardless of enemy weakness, she deals damage to all enemies and reduces their toughness.
Free bit.
If Silverwolf
Yeah, that's
breaks
nice. Nary, thank you for the 200 bits.
an enemy's weakness with her technique, it triggers the quantum weakness break effect, right?
Yes, that's right. What else was I going to mention? Her ultimate. Silverwolf's ultimate has a high chance of reducing the enemy's defense in addition to dealing damage.
I love that animation. So cool. It's like something out of a rhythm game, right? See, I'm starting to see what you mean by the universe being a game to her.
It doesn't stop there either. Did I mention her ability names?
That's really
There's
helpful.
System warning, allow changes, awaiting system response, force quit program. Oh, you get the picture.
Yeah. Oh, was there one called a 10-set guarantee? Ooh. Or how about single ward miracle?
Yeah, gotcha. Part of a gotcha player.
Sadly not.
Can she
Her
hack the
ultimate's
banner?
called user banned, though.
Oh, I know what that means.
That's pretty funny.
Banned out of existence. Yeah, I guess the scary ultimate needs a scary name. Well,
I like this owl.
it's time to move on to the Xianzhou's mysterious visitor.
Yeah.
Luocha, the traveling merchant.
Yeah. Wow, he's so elegant. He looks like an elf from Lord of the Rings. Wow. Wow.
Straight off the bat,
Handsome
man knows how
blonde
to
intergalactic
dress.
merchant.
Elegant look, gentlemanly demeanor, but they say
True.
he's hiding a secret.
And I need imaginary.
What do you think? Good guy or villain?
He seems very suspicious.
Really? How so?
Well, imagine some guy waltzes into your hometown dressed like an aristocrat from another planet, but he knows all the local customs. You'd be a little taken aback, right?
Hey, I think you're being a little hard on the guy. Some tourists do their research.
Between the Howl lookalike
Well,
club.
don't you think his healing abilities are a little mysterious?
Greg.
They came in pretty handy during the Stellaron crisis.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a traveling merchant, I'm gonna want some first aid skills under my belt.
Exactly.
It's a dangerous career.
Career, huh? Are you sure that's how he makes a living? We haven't seen him trade a single thing.
Well, I feel like this guy already made his fortune. Maybe traveling merchant is just what super rich tourists like to tell people.
Jeez, you guys have an answer for everything. Is this the Luocha fan club or something?
Yes.
Let's start one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what about the coven he carries around with him? Nothing out of the ordinary there, right?
Nope. Yeah, you got me.
Totally normal. Totally normal.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
I'm not so sure. Everyone needs a conversation starter, right? Especially traveling merchants. Think about it. If you walk past this guy, the coffin's gonna draw your attention, right? You'll probably ask him about it, and before you know it, he sold you a new set of shower curtain rings.
You know something? That kind of makes sense.
Pretty smart.
I see.
And if you find people are in need of a few shower curtain rings, I happened upon the finest collection of authentic Xianzhou bathroom wear.
You're so
Beautiful
silly.
stuff. Low prices, too.
Touching the original question here. Is Luocha a good guy or villain?
I don't think we have enough information.
Jury's out.
All right, then. Guess all you trailblazers have to make up your own minds. So, why don't we take a look at his
He's good
ability?
for me.
Now we're talking. Luocha is an imaginary type character following the path of abundance. For a man with medical knowledge, it's not surprising that he's strong on protection. He can offer healing to and dispel debuffs from allies. For example, Luocha's skill can restore an ally's HP. When the HP of any ally falls below a certain percentage, Luocha uses his skill on them without consuming any skill points. This effect can
Oh.
be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Yeah,
Emergency
okay.
healing, huh?
Yes.
Important for team survival.
Sure is.
Love that.
After unlocking a special trace, using Luocha's skill
This is so helpful if you're using Tingyun and Jingyuan because he's like so skill point hungry that if you could have a healer that won't absorb as many skill points in a regular rotation, it's really helpful. It's really helpful.
also dispels a debuff from an ally.
Huh.
Using Luocha's ultimate, Death Wish, dispels 1 buff from, and deals imaginary damage to all enemies.
In other words, if you've got an enemy that's always buffing themselves or debuffing your allies, Luocha has an important role to play.
Precisely. And here's something else.
Yeah, Natasha.
Every time Luocha uses his skill or ultimate, he grants himself 1 stack of Abyss Flower. Now, when the Abyss Flower reaches a certain number of stacks, Luocha
so
deploys
pretty.
a field against the enemy, which lasts for a set number of turns. When the field is active, allies recover a set amount of HP whenever they make an attack. And that's not all. After unlocking a special trace, attacks against enemies in the field can restore ally HP.
Cool. It's like a force field of healing.
During exploration, when Luocha uses his technique Mercy of a Fool,
Pretty.
his field will be immediately generated at the start of the next battle.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Luocha.
Wow.
Mysterious
Must
origins
pull.
and extraordinary skills.
I will have him. Four-star? Is she 4-star? Hopium. She is? Okay, good.
There's somebody else here we gotta get to.
Cute.
I'm talking about the elegant,
so glad that we're releasing
scout-bearing
imaginary characters.
Hellmaster Madame Yukong.
About time, too! Well, from commerce, cargo, passengers, all the way through to the Air Force, the Skyfaring
That's
Commission
baby
is in
Ting
charge
Yu,
of all
you're right.
matters relating to flight. Yukong is the head of that commission, so the above falls
How
right under her
cute.
remit.
Nice. Speaking of flight, it seems like star skiffs are the most emblematic means of transportation on the Xianzhou.
Yeah, they're a common sight in the Xianzhou skies. Yukong can fly them, right?
I'd say she's pretty handy with a star skiff. When she was young, it was Yukong's flying skills that saw her promoted by the general. That's how she joined the Skyfaring Commission. She soon became an ace among the other pilots.
Huh? That's not the story I heard.
All right, you got me. Here's the director's cut. Yukong ran 6 red lights in a row. She was dragged straight in front of the general and...
I get the picture. Sometimes rebels get noticed.
You're only young once.
6 red lights, huh? Disclaimer, trailblazers, don't try that at home. Well, her rebellious streak might be a thing of the past, but she's still as sharp as ever. Dawn, give us the lowdown.
Coming right up. Yukong is an imaginary type character following the path of harmony. Her skill Emboldening Salvo grants her 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings.
Oh, first
When
bow
roaring
character,
bowstrings
right?
is active, the attack of all allies increases. Yukong loses 1 stack of roaring bowstrings with every allied turn.
In other words, Yukong's skill can increase allies' attack for 2 turns.
Oh,
You got
March.
During exploration, using Yukong's technique increases her movement speed for a set time.
Yeah.
It also
that's
allows her to
nice.
obtain 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings at the start of the next battle.
Ooh, sounds like a good recipe for shaking off enemy pursuers.
Using Yukong's basic attack triggers her talent 7 layers, 1 arrow, which deals additional
Auntie
damage
Yukong.
and increases the toughness
Auntie.
reducing damage of the
Mystic
current
Footprint.
attack. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Ah.
When Yukong unleashes her ultimate, Diving Kestrel, she deals imaginary damage to a single target. If Roaring Bowstrings is active, its effect is enhanced, increasing the crit rate and crit damage of all allies. Her days
Okay.
on the front lines may be over, but Yukong's skills didn't go anywhere. Maybe one day, we'll get to see her take flight once again.
Ooh, here's hoping.
Man,
Very
we're
similar
really
to
spoiled for
Elon.
choice with these characters, huh? Still, let's not forget what else we've got coming up. In version 1.1, we'll be welcoming 2 brand new light cones to the warp.
Ooh.
First up, Incessant Rain.
Bubblegum in the rain, huh? That's a mood.
The Silverwolf energy is strong in this one.
Wow,
Got
no
that
way.
right. Someone don't
It's
want to
almost
tighten
like-
the room?
She's in it.
So true. She's like, I told you, Kafka. I'm gonna tidy it. As soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
The second light cone is the Path of
Ooh,
Abundances,
pretty.
Echoes of the Coffin. See,
No
it looks like
way.
a snapshot of Luocha talking to the coffin?
Wow, looks like some kind of thorny vines are emerging from beneath the lid. So many questions. I get a sense of mystery
Caressing
and
the
elegance,
coffin?
but there's also a kind of tenderness and fragility here. Don't you think?
Well, one thing's for sure. If people weren't curious about Luocha's coffin yet, they are now.
He's
Just a
entangled with
man
the
in
coffin.
his ornately
Huh?
decorated vine-producing coffin. Nothing to see here, folks.
Whatever you say, Craig. Check this out.
Sus.
During the first phase of version 1.1 in the character warp, Contract 0, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Silver Wolf. During the same
Okay,
phase in the Light
Dahong,
Cone event
Serval
warp, the
Asta.
drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone Incessant Rain will
Okay,
be boosted.
not a bad
Now,
banner.
during the second phase of version 1.1 in the character warp, Lake Pursuit,
Ooh.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Luocha
Perfect.
and 4-star character Yukong.
Perfect.
During the same phase, in the
We'll just
Light
have to
Cone
wait for
event
my
warp,
Dunhung
the drop rate of the
ease.
5-star Light Cone Echoes of the Coffin will be boosted.
What's
and
in the
I was forgot to mention,
coffin?
when version 1.2 rolls around,
Like make it all
Trailblazers can
pale.
take part in an in-game event to obtain the 4-star
Oh,
character
nice.
Yukong for free.
Sick.
Sick.
Details for this event will be announced through official channels in the not-too-distant future.
Sick.
Ooh, awesome.
Whew. Let's
Free
take a break
Yukong.
for a minute here, but when
Thanks.
we get back,
Thanks, Nick.
we'll be
I
talking
appreciate it.
version 1.1 events.
Yeah. Alright. Looks pretty good. For Yukong. It's my body as a sacrifice for Luocha's hand marriage. My goodness gracious me. So, okay. There are 4 codes. In case you didn't get them. There's 3. 4. Actually, I'll do that. I'll do it right now. Even though I don't have to wait for the, you know, I'm gonna do it. Oh. Well.
Welcome back,
Wait.
Trailblazers. New characters and Light Cones aside, version 1.1 has lots of events and gameplay updates. And a little bird told me there's an event connected to Silverwolf on the way.
I heard the same thing. At the start of the story, Kafka and Silverwolf invaded Herta space station. Kafka's mission was to awaken the Trailblazer. Silverwolf's mission was to help Kafka infiltrate the space station systems and locate the hidden Stellaron. But that wasn't enough for Silverwolf.
I can believe that. She's been on the IPC's wanted list for as long as I can remember.
During the invasion, she left behind some kind of digital graffiti. Just her way of letting everyone know Silverwolf was here.
Way to rub it in their faces, Silverwolf.
It's fun.
Still, artists need an outlet.
This all sounds like classic Silverwolf energy to me.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the name of her homeworld. Punk Lord.
No
Kind
way.
of fitting, don't you think?
Seriously?
No way.
Afraid so. I think she was destined for this kind of behavior.
Sounds like something out of
Anyway,
Guardians of the
In the
Galaxy.
Star Hunt game event, the Trailblazers receive an invite from the space station's network security engineer, Leonard. They have to help Leonard locate the digital graffiti hidden across the station and uncover the secrets inside.
Wait, there are secrets hidden inside the
4-star
graffiti?
light cone.
But if it's all digital... Oh, I bet you need to hack into it or something.
You
Puzzle?
might be right.
Puzzle event?
We also get to meet a new Genius Society member, one of Madame Herta's collaborators, Screwlum. He'll be helping the Trailblazers too.
Wait, haven't we seen Screwlum before somewhere?
Oh.
I think we saw a hologram portrait
Yeah,
of him in
yeah.
Herta's office.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
robot, right?
A robot Genius Society member.
Whoa. Screwlum.
Interesting.
When
Bet
is
he's
he
got a
gonna be
few hacker
playable?
skills up his sleeve. If he's helping us out too, I'm sure we'll be fine.
4-star?
You
Something?
know what I found out? Silverwolf and Screwlum actually faced off against each other once.
Ooh.
You can see a snapshot of their fight in the We Will Meet Again light cone.
Whoa.
Playable when?
Okay, Screwlum, looking kind of handsome there. Geez, his portrait really doesn't do him justice.
Base.
You know,
Base, Craig.
If you and the Light Cone need a moment here, the rest of us can head out.
Love a handsome robot.
I guess this event will be the second time Screwlum's come up against Silverwolf's mischief then. Old enemies locking horns once again.
This live stream has been very
This does
enjoyable.
kind of feel like a rematch.
I gotta mention that graffiti
It's
again.
fun, but it's not
Anyone
like
else feel like it'd make for a good tattoo?
forced.
I feel like some of these characters could pull it it off.
I don't think that feature is coming to Star Rail anytime soon.
Oh, what?
But I did hear that the designs are collectible. The Trailblazer can apply them to in-game surfaces and take photos with the
fun.
artwork.
Forever?
So cool.
Nice.
Collecting the graffiti
Love
designs
that.
also allows you to unlock the limited 4-star light cone before the
Awesome.
tutorial mission starts. Complete the event mission to obtain Always Smiling, which can be exchanged in the event shop for
I love
limited
collectibles.
light cone special superimposition material, as well as stellar jade.
Hey,
Awesome.
that's another good-looking light cone.
It is.
Not to change the subject or anything, but I gotta ask, is that Albert merch I'm seeing over there?
It looks so fluffy. I want one.
Well, to mention it, why don't I introduce you to the HypeBC's merchandise department? If you guys had your own merch, they'd be sold out in no time.
Merch
Or
plug?
Maybe let's just get back to version 1.1 for now. In the story thus far,
He's shy.
Belobog has finally emerged from the Stellaron shadow. But there's a lot left to do.
Oh, with the
The
school
city
outfit
is going
is
through
so
changes.
cute.
Any of you guys want to shed some light?
I heard a thing or two. Now that the underworld and
Oh, yeah, Silver
overworld
was on
are
her phone.
reconnected, things are definitely heading in a better direction. One recent
Oh, yeah.
development, Belobog's History Museum is getting ready to reopen to the public.
Museum? I love museums. Oh, don't you wish you could take the exhibits home with you, though?
The only problem is exhibits are being stolen. Anything you'd like to tell us, Melissa?
Oh, wait a minute. I only just found out they had a museum. How could it have been me?
I didn't say it was you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Prime suspect. Anyway, in the Everwinter City Museum Ledger of Curiosities event, the Trailblazer must help Pela track down clues and recover the lost
These voice
exhibits.
actors are funny.
Well, I love a good whodunit.
Sounds great.
Well, that's not all. The Trailblazer can take on managerial responsibilities and help run the place.
Huh. So what does that involve exactly?
I'm glad you asked. The Trailblazer can do things like collect exhibits and enlist other individuals to improve the overall experience for visitors. After achieving specific operational goals, they can accumulate funds to expand the museum's
Wait.
exhibits and gradually unlock limited-time
Capitalism
rewards,
simulator?
such as stellar jade, lost crystals, and self-modeling resin.
Sounds like fun. I'm
Fun.
sure it'll be a piece of cake.
When the limited time event is over, the museum will remain as a mode within the game.
Good thing Laura's
Trailblazers
not
can
here.
return to the museum at any time to check out the collection and catch up with colleagues.
Of course, if you encounter
Let's
any
go.
issues during the running of the museum, please don't
Technically-
hesitate to get in touch with the IPC. Wait, we don't have the service. Gotta get ahead of myself.
Deep breath, Albert. Not everything is an IPC sales pitch.
Thanks, Don. This is what happens if you read commercials for a living.
No worries. Kinda did sound like a useful service. Maybe the IPC should look into it.
I'm sure our Trailblazers are more interested in the content of the new version.
This is very meta.
Let's get back on track.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
is.
A researcher from the space station found a combat simulation program of unknown origin called Stellar Flare, which contains a series of new challenge stages.
Yeah,
Huh?
come back.
More challenges?
Every stage in Stellar Flare has a challenge theme and corresponding special mechanism. Trailblazers will have to think outside the box and use any advantages offered by the mechanisms to complete the stage in as few turns as possible.
Sounds like the Forgotten Hall to me.
The difference with Stellar Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat. For example, in some stages, using your skill doesn't consume skill points. In others, damage dealt when
Whoa.
breaking an enemy's toughness is increased, but the enemy's toughness will be immediately restored.
Wow, so
Sounds pretty cool.
enigmatic.
But I'm sure Silverwolf will take care of it in one turn.
Enigmatic. Enigmatic.
What if I haven't leveled up enough characters? Is it impossible for me to complete the challenge?
Don't worry.
Trial?
To assist Trailblazers in
Yes.
completing the challenge,
Thank goodness.
every Stellar Flare stage has a trial character suited to the
He
theme.
doesn't like Forgotten Hall.
Don't say. I can get behind that.
The Garden of Plenty event. Recently, the cosmos
Another
has entered
one.
a turbulent cycle, and the calyxes are unusually active. The
Overflow.
reality data contained within them has
Calyx
grown
overflow.
exponentially.
Which means
It means that over a fixed time period,
Thank you.
Trailblazers have a set number of daily attempts to obtain double the rewards from Calyxes.
Everybody loves
Leveling up,
double.
here we come.
Everybody
the next event
loves
we're gonna talk
overflow.
about is called Lab Assistance in Position. Wen Sherling is a Department of Implement Arts researcher on Herta Space Station, and she's currently preparing research topics needed for the next quarter. However, the Antimatter Legion's
lot of events.
invasion has messed up her progress.
Hmm.
As a result, Wen Sherling has asked the Trailblazer to help her collect monster materials for use in her research topic. If the Trailblazer collects and submits the experimental materials required on a given day, they can receive corresponding rewards.
Ooh.
I got a question, Dawn.
Fire away.
These are Space Station and Bellabog events, right? Aren't there any events or missions on the Xianzhou Luofu?
Good
You beat
question.
me to it.
Oh,
That's exactly what I was about to bring up. In version 1.1, 3 new companion missions are destined for the Xianzhou
Oh,
Luofu.
fun. Okay.
These
cool.
missions will involve Bailu, Yanqing, and Luocha. As for the specifics, I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. We can't go spoiling all the fun, can we?
what? Not even one detail?
Come on, Don. Can you give us a little something? We're on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah, come on, Don.
All right. Do you guys remember the girl with the blindfold in the opening trailer? And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
I was wondering who she was.
Well, all I'll say is that
Luocha.
she and the Xianzhou have a complicated past. And her appearance on the Xianzhou leads to a dramatic encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yin Qing. And that's all you're getting. Sorry! Surprises are worth waiting for.
Oh, I hate waiting.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm afraid that's all you're getting. However, I do have a little info on some other updates. Interested?
Yes.
Sure.
Give us the nitty gritty, Yukong.
Well, if nobody's that interested, then I suppose I'll just...
Of course we're interested.
What, are you crazy?
Albert, you're interested, right? That's better, good boy.
Nicely done, Melissa. The check-in event Gift of Odyssey will also be arriving in version 1.1. For the length of this version, as long as the Trailblazers log in for 7 days,
New
they can acquire
Dunhung
10
art just
Star
dropped.
Rail special passes.
10 free warps?
10 warps?
Nice.
Version 1.1 will also see some system updates. When Trailblazers need to obtain leveling materials that only a certain type of enemy can produce, they can instantly teleport to an area where the enemy is present, as well as pinpoint
Nice.
the precise location
let's
of
go.
the enemy
Very
on the
nice.
map with a marker.
Sounds like a real time saver.
Wait until you hear this. Once the enemy in question is defeated, the marker will automatically move to the location of the next enemy.
What?
After all marked enemies on a map have been defeated, Trailblazers can continue to pinpoint enemies on other maps. This process can
Nice.
be repeated until all daily respawned enemies of a certain type have been defeated.
Surely.
That's a
Surely it'll be
lifesaver.
all of them.
I barely found my way to the studio today.
There's also a small combat surprise in store. During combat, trotters that have lost their way may randomly enter battle. As long as the
Oh.
trotter is defeated before it manages to flee,
Oh.
additional leveling materials can be obtained.
Oh my
Enemy
gosh.
geolocation and additional material opportunities. Devs,
Wow.
I owe you one.
Yeah, me
Last
too.
but not least, in order to help Trailblazers
that.
stay in touch, version 1.1 also has a friend chat function.
So you mean, aside from helping friends through support assist, we can send them messages too?
Yay.
You got it. Doesn't matter if they're old companions or new acquaintances.
That's the spirit of trailblazing right there.
Oh, hey,
There you go.
Albert, what's your account? Let me add you.
What?
I need to add you. You can be my personal IPC customer service. What do you think?
Say Lou. Hey, don't get any ideas because I nearly made up a service that doesn't exist.
So you don't want to add me? Guess I'll just have to hack you.
Wait a minute. We can negotiate.
Yeah, I'm gonna need those account details too.
Count me in. Sorry to jump on the bandwagon here, Albert, but you're a celebrity anchor for the IPC. Everyone wants to be your friend.
Fine, but I'm switching my account the next chance I get. Time for today's third redemption.
They're gonna give us friends. Let's go. We'll add you. I really like the banter. Like, I don't know how like scripted it is. It sounds like pretty scripted, but not in a bad way. Like, it's actually pretty funny. More suggestive jokes as well. And if, yeah, it feels natural at the same time. I don't know. Either way, great job to the voice actors. Good job. I just
time
never-
flies when you're having fun.
I've literally never seen
Looks
it.
like our special program is coming to an end.
Guess I'm not a nerd, so.
Darn.
But as the first guest on the program, you guys got any thoughts, reflections, complaints?
Oh, it's been an honor to be on the show, Albert. I gotta say, we covered a lot of ground. Now I'm even more excited for the updates. Fingers crossed I get Silver Wolf.
Yeah, seriously, same.
Greg, how you feeling?
I feel like I've got more questions than I came in with. What new directions will Luocha take the story in? Who's stealing exhibits from the museum? And what about those companion missions? Guess we'll have to find out
Guess
the
we'll just have
answers
to
in
play
game.
it.
Yeah.
For real. As for me, well, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'd seen a lot of Yukong up to now, but this was the first time I got to understand her moves and role on the battlefield. She's so cool. I kinda wanna be her. Then again, I guess I kinda am her.
I had to double check that for a second, huh? Well, that's it for the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 special program. I want to thank all you trailblazers today for tuning in, and hey, we'll see you on the flip side.
See you in the game.
My lady.
See you when I see ya.
I'm
Guys.
excited too. I'm excited too. I like it. All right, looks good. Looks good, in my opinion. Yeah, it seemed very calm. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any main story. No main story or main quest, it seems like. But there's a lot of story quests, so they probably don't want to overload it with there being that many events and stuff. That seems to make sense in my brain. Do you think developers are pacing stuff for Star Rail under the presupposition that their player base is also playing Genshin, like trying to pace events and releases to like not overload? Because it seems that way with like the last two patches. The last two patches have not been that robust, and it's probably because I guess most of us assumed it was because of Star Rail's release. I thought they planned the TCG event so we'd migrate to Star Rail for a while. Honestly, that's very possible. Man, all right. Well, Luocha is gonna be my desired pull for that patch, because I definitely need a healer. So hopefully I can get him. That's way too mastermind. I heard Fob say that he thinks Hoyoverse's plan overall is not to provide a ton of content in just one game, but to try to satisfy their player base's like interests through all their games, which is not a bad idea. It's smart to not put all your eggs in one basket. Like, their goal is to just bring you into the Hoyo-verse, you know? It's like it's in the name. It wouldn't be too surprising if that was their goal overall. To get players playing as many games as possible. Heck yeah!